Successful adoption of the KCS methodology offers profound benefits for any information-intensive organisation. As we've mentioned earlier, KCS is transformational for most groups in that it changes and increases the value proposition of support. The benefits realised in the short term can be tracked using traditional support metrics, where the longer-term benefits are in new areas of value creation and therefore require new measurements. Here, we provide an overview of the phases of adoption which are mentioned throughout this training course in both the Solve and the Evolve Loop processes. To fully address the approach to KCS adoption, the Consortium for Service Innovation has written the KCS Adoption Guide. This guide will provide a step-by-step approach for planning a KCS adoption. The Consortium's aim is to share what they've learned about what makes a successful KCS adoption and help you avoid some common mistakes. The KCS Adoption Guide, the Measurements Matters paper, and other important KCS reference material are available for free on the Consortium's website. The Consortium members recognised early that KCS is a journey, not a destination. So, built into the KCS model is a process for continuous learning and improvement. As in any journey, there are milestones and intermediate goals along the way, and, as with any journey, there are periods of travel and periods of rest. However, if we rest too long or in the wrong place, the initiative loses momentum and the benefits are not sustained. Each phase describes the relevant benefits and measures and how these factors change as we mature from adoption through to proficiency and finally to leverage the knowledge base. We specifically note the telltale conditions and the exit criteria which help leaders know that they are entering the next phase. Understanding the phases is critical because the level and type of benefits vary through each phase. Awareness of the dynamics of each phase is necessary in order to optimise and sustain the benefits of KCS. KCS will stall if we don't appropriately shift the management focus and measure new and different indicators at each phase. A challenge for KCS leaders is managing expectations of the KCS return on investment as the program matures within the organisation. The near-term benefits seen at the end of Phase 3, being an increase in support capacity, is usually more than enough to justify the adoption program cost. The longer-term benefits realised in Phase 4, the leverage phase, being self-service success and product improvements, may or may not be appropriate to talk about at the outset. The timing of that discussion depends on the perspectives of the executives and how willing they are to see an expanded role and contribution from support. The longer-term benefits are in the areas that are not usually viewed as being the scope of support organisations and so are not measured today. Unfortunately, the pragmatic show-me-the-money types may struggle to relate to the broader value proposition. To lay the groundwork for this new role for support, Phase 1 describes the baseline measurements. Phase 2 and Phase 3 discuss the internal operational efficiency, while the Phase 4 discussion offers ideas for quantifying contributions outside of the traditional support parameters, which must expand beyond internal operational efficiency. Using a phase-based discussion framework for the focus, measures and benefits allows KCS leaders to describe the different competencies, efficiencies and contributions in a way that is relevant to the organisation. Although we describe KCS adoption as a journey, it may be more accurate to think of it as a continuous process of learning and improvement. As KCS is adopted, an organisation enjoys an evolution of its people and their skills, its processes and their supporting technology, and its relationship with its customers and other internal organisations. The maturing knowledge base, talent base and self-service support model contributes new organisational value. At the beginning of this course, we provided a description of each of the 4 distinct phases of KCS, but here we highlight the different measures required for each phase. In Phase 1, planning and design, the two key measures are evidence of executive sponsorship and buy-in, and the first draft of the project deliverables. In Phase 2, the adoption phase, the measurements are ratio of known to new incidents, link rate, article quality index, and competency profile. In Phase 3, proficiency, the measurements are cost per incident, resolution capacity, percentage of first contact resolution, time to proficiency for new employees and new technologies, and time to publish. In Phase 4, the leverage the knowledge base phase, we measure support cost as a percentage of revenue, customer loyalty, renewal rates for new product or upgrade adoption rates, customer satisfaction, speed to resolution, first call resolution, employee satisfaction, employee turnover rate, self-service use, call deflection or issues resolved without assistance, ratio of known to new incidents being handled by the support organisation, product improvements, the number of requests for enhancements accepted by product development, cultural health, time to adopt new or upgraded products.